Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Briggs Bios podcast. My name is Tim. I am your host today. And right across from me, we have handsome one, Jacob.
Hey, I finally shaved and showered, so
That's
what's
different.
One more till Christmas, guys.
Okay, one more. All right. And then right next to him, we have Josh.
Hi.
Who
I
hasn't
have
shaved?
nothing.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That was intense.
If you look, he
I know.
hasn't
All right.
shaved.
And then we
I
have
haven't.
our audio technician and our, I don't know how else to introduce you today, but we have Isaac.
I'm not qualified to do this. I'm just doing it because they told me to.
That's how it works.
He's at gunpoint at the current moment. Under
And
this
then-
table, George has a gun.
And then next to me, we have George.
Hi guys, sorry for making you guys mad.
He's not
No, he's
sorry.
not.
He's not. Sorry.
All right. Stick around. Those coordinates may come out. All right.
Hey, that's a reference to a comment.
That we saw.
All right. So, looking at gaming topics, Jacob, I just got to ask, HUD or no HUD? What are we referencing here?
So-
Ubisoft?
Me and George had a rant at work
Oh,
about
boy.
video games, and the topic came up. When does HUD become too much? And then the question comes: do you prefer a game with a lot of HUD or no HUD at all? Like, and my reference was I was going like Elden Ring, right? When you're roaming around, there's zero HUD, like you're just walking around. But then you get games like Ubisoft titles, like Assassin's Creed, where you got a mini map, a
You got
task
your-
marker,
you got your
have
compass.
a compass at the top, all your buttons, what they do. And it's like, I feel like the screen gets way too cluttered. And so my question is, do you guys prefer games with a HUD or without a HUD?
And then when you look at games like, I don't know if you played Ghost of Tsushima, absolute zero HUD throughout the game.
Yeah.
Except for like combat. But
It's like
They-
a health bar. And,
Yeah. I
They
mean,
don't even have
a mini map.
They don't even have like the checkpoint or everything. They use the wind.
They use the wind.
To, like,
That's
guide you.
really cool about that.
I was like, that's
Yeah, that
kinda-
was like a really good idea from them to use the wind instead of using like a mini map, something boring.
An arrow or a line showing you where to go. Yeah.
Some of the coolest videos you can look up is going to be Battlefield 1 with no HUD and then like full 4K. It
Mhm.
looks so cool.
Cinematic.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the streamers and there was one guy I just saw the other day. He was using the binoculars from Battlefield and he was getting a view
Oh, and then he's like
and he's
editing,
like taking a picture so it looked like a war picture or whatever. It was pretty cool.
So that begs the question: HUD or no HUD, guys?
I prefer a minimal HUD.
It depends on the game.
It does.
Okay, give me a game that has a good HUD then.
Like
Like, I mean, everything there was
Halo.
necessary. to
Halo
have.
has a good
The-
HUD.
like yeah, I'd say
Halo's HUD was pretty
the
good.
original Halos, and they kind of implemented it into the actual game because I remember like in the first Halo,
What do
like,
you mean
as-
into the game? It was already in
well,
the game.
like no, like into the story because like when you first wake up as Master Chief, like there's nothing on your HUD, and then as you like go through your kind of like your training or like
Hey,
you're waking
it's like
up,
you're
they-
looking right through the mask
Yeah.
and what would show up on the
They
mask,
add your
not just your third
shield
person
shot.
view looking in, and
Yeah.
you have this
And
extra.
then later in the mission, whenever you come up to a door, it's like, oh, let me activate your mini map so that you can see enemies in the vicinity, and so then that comes up on the bottom right hand
Yeah.
screen.
But
So that
but at
was
the
kinda
same time,
cool.
I would make the argument that Halo had a minimal HUD. It was not a lot of HUD. You had your ammo, health at the top, and then a crosshair. But you didn't have you had a ping map at the bottom.
and your shields
Not in the
and
original.
your health bar because back in the original Halo, you had both shields.
well, I'd
and
say
a
up to
health.
like Halo 5, the HUD was good. I haven't played Infinite.
We're back to Halo
well,
5.
Hold
We're
on,
back
hold
to
on.
Halo
Let
5.
him make his point.
Yeah, but like I haven't played Infinite, so except for like the multiplayer, but that was like years ago. But up to Halo 5, I like the HUD. I've played every single game, and I like the HUD for every single one.
Most first person shooters are pretty decent. Like I haven't had a first person shooter that has too much going on the screen.
I feel like
maybe like Fallout.
Siege has way too much going on the screen.
Like
Yeah.
Fallout
Sometimes.
could lose
Fallout,
a little bit.
yeah, Fallout can, yeah.
Especially if you don't manage your like quests, your quest log well. I mean, you'll just have like a whole stack of like stuff to do on the right
And
hand
it's
side
just
of your
showing up.
screen.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be like, well, it's third person view as well.
Any
Witcher,
MMORPG.
Witcher 3 has quite a bit to their
Mhm.
HUD, like depending on what you pull up.
I don't know. My argument for no HUD is I feel like and then specifically, I feel like HUDs that tell you exactly what you need to do, where you need to go. I feel like those HUDs kill any sort of exploration in the game. I always, and not like, okay, I'll say Red Dead and GTA for just example for a little bit. When I play those games, I find myself just going where the marker tells me to go. You know, like, I gotta go to this part of the town that I've never been to. I'm just gonna drop a marker and drive there. All right, or ride my horse there, and I'm not really gonna have to find my way. But it's like like George was mentioning, Ghost of Tsushima. It just, here's some wind, figure it out. And the way I like that, because when I need to go in this direction, but
You
I don't
can
know,
set
so-
auto ride on that one too, though.
But where's the fun in that too?
Sometimes I love auto ride. I don't have to do anything. I can go brain dead for about 20 seconds. It's
On that
amazing.
topic,
But, like-
I hate because Mafia, the new Mafia, included skip ride, which is also stupid. Do you not want people to see your world?
I feel like if you have to involve skipping any section of your game, then it's not a fun game.
Yeah, obviously you made that part skippable because it's not
you
fun.
like even you know,
Yeah.
this is not good.
They just haven't found the balance because Red Dead had that problem where it was like you couldn't skip it really. They added it
was
later.
way-
But
well-
you had to like sit through the whole ride. If you had to ride
Hmm.
from all the way across the map for a mission, there was really no way of skipping that. I mean, you could do unless you unlocked the fast travel thing, but that had to be
But,
purchased
like,
later.
Like how Red Dead made it fun was you get these random events that happen throughout the journey of going where you're wanting to go.
And the map was really beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
but again, at the end of the game, after
Yeah,
you had
you're
seen it a few
kinda
times,
tired
it's
running.
like I got to go all the way back to Valentine. I'm all the way on the north east side of the map.
Spider-Man has never had that problem with me. I've never once thought, oh, I gotta swing to the other
Well,
side of
it's
town.
a big map.
I'm
but you-
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It's a big map, but you move fast enough where it's fun.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, not every game can
Also,
have it, but
you wanna
swinging
know-
is fun.
You want to know? Looking at your shirt, a good game that had good traversal was the Attack on Titan 2 game.
Attack on Titan 2 was a pretty fun game. Okay, buddy. All right. This is gonna be every episode. I'm gonna stumble on words.
But also, no games that have bad HUDs, any Ubisoft game, as well as
Once again, we're trashing on Ubisoft.
and then any mobile game as well.
Mobile,
As-
MMO games are really bad. Like,
MMORPG.
I get it though, because that's what they've kind of always done, you know, and it's kind of, that's how people who play those games like that, info dumping.
Mhm.
It is very intimidating for new players though. When you
Because
get
you have
hit
like
with,
so much things on your screen, you're
Yeah.
like, what is everything happening?
Yeah. Where I think, once again, it goes back to, in my personal opinion, I think no HUD. I would say
no,
no.
Don't.
All right, let's not start this early.
The no HUD option is usually, in my opinion,
Stop ducking it.
the
Jacob, we're not even 30 minutes in, and you're stumbling on your words so bad.
I think the no HUD makes most sense in this. Or if you're going to include a HUD, make it make sense. Like, I would say in the case of Halo, the way that they incorporate it made sense. But I think most games should do something like Ghost of Tsushima and get creative with showing people.
Because you actually
The
have to
game.
look at the screen. You have to look at your surroundings
Like,
and ride the roads.
Be proud of the world that you created.
Yeah.
Well,
Show off.
a game that I'm playing right now, Expedition 33, like the HUD on it, depending on the scenarios. Now, when you're in combat, it's
I mean, that
RPG.
makes
That
sense.
makes sense. You have all the options. You're seeing all the lives on your team and everything. But in the open world environment, or when you're in the separate dungeon areas that you're exploring, it's pretty open, and you kind of need that because you're either visually looking for things that just out of the corner of your eye you might see, or you're listening for things. But minimal HUD to no HUD in those scenarios makes sense. Get into the combat, so I think their flow of using HUD makes sense. Some games just have it up the whole time. And
Yeah, and once
it
again,
just gets annoying.
going back to any Ubisoft title, it gets really
Yeah,
annoying because
But do you forget about the HUD when you're playing as Ezio?
yeah,
you just
a
love
game
that
from
story, right?
2000.
See, I was just about to say that I think Bethesda is actually more guilty than Ubisoft is.
Bethesda's
Yeah.
more guilty of hand holding.
Yeah, because think about it. all of their RPG. I'm thinking, I don't know. It's been a minute since I played Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, but I'm thinking Fallout 4, and you have all the stuff on your screen, but you can pause that game really in real time at any point and look into your Pip-Boy and get all the information that you
Eat
need.
3,000 cheese wheels.
But like, there's no real reason for all that stuff to be on your screen all the time. And the same thing, I think Elder Scrolls is a little bit better, but I think you still have a lot of stuff going on.
I remember Elder Scrolls being pretty simplistic with just a compass at the top.
Yeah, like Fallout is like got a lot going on, and you really don't need.
Well, that's what you have mods for.
Yeah, what do you mean? But Bethesda doesn't actually like polish their game. They
I was
make
gonna say,
it, and then the community actually fixes everything.
Their game style is the same as it's been for the last 20 years. You know, they haven't really updated anything or made anything a little more modern. Everything is still made
I guess
as if it was coming out in early 2000s.
That almost goes into another argument of like hand holding in games. I mean, because let's be honest, when you have a lot going on your HUD, in cases like Ubisoft and Bethesda titles, usually it's because they're hand holding you the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, go exactly right here. Like, that's where you need to go and do this. Specifically this.
That's why I like when I played Elden Ring. Because that was my first
Objective.
Souls-like game.
Kill God.
Exactly. That was the objective. It doesn't tell you where to go, what to do. It just gives you a set objective. And it's just very broad.
Yeah. Go have fun.
Yeah, just go have fun. And cry sometimes.
It's
like
a
a
survival
child.
game, which is right up Jacob's alley
No,
until
no.
you learn how to farm.
Honestly,
Then he's done.
Honestly,
No.
Minecraft has the best HUD. Vanilla Minecraft. All you have is that taskbar or the bar at the bottom.
Your hot bar.
And that's it.
Now, would it be more genre specific? Like, so he mentioned Halo. You know, it's futuristic. They incorporated the HUD as it makes sense to what you would see through the helmet. Or if you look at like Dead Space, or if you look at any like mech type game where you're in the cockpit and you see the overlay, versus like a first person fantasy game, kind of like Skyrim, where more minimal is better because you're taking in the sights and you're actually like exploring, and you wouldn't have these like floating elements in your vision.
I
Like, it's less immersive that way.
I have a kind of an argument on that one, and it's kind of weird, but do you remember Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
I didn't actually play it.
So that one was actually kind of cool because it was that futuristic, but there was not a lot on your actual like screen. Everything was handled through your like
Oh, like your
gun.
weapons?
Yeah, your
Hmm.
weapon showed everything that you needed to see,
But
or on your actual like what you had in like person.
But at that point, Josh, you're going right back into, if you're gonna do a HUD, get creative with it.
Which
Like,
they
Well,
did.
Like,
that's
that-
the only
like-
Call of Duty I think that did that, and it was actually kind of cool.
like and I think, and to answer Isaac's question, I think my thing is, if you're gonna do a HUD or introduce it in some sort of way, get creative with it. I always go like, what is it? The Nathan Drake games,
Uncharted.
Uncharted, and that one he didn't have a health bar, but like every time you get shot at, you'd see like the bullets whiz past you,
Mhm.
and your screen would get darker, and like the whole point was like, in those games, the whole thing about him is he's lucky, right? And the whole point of how the screen's reacting to it, it's like
You're running out of luck.
Yeah, you're running out of luck.
I think,
And when you run out of luck, you get one bullet hits you and you die. So it's like you can get you don't even have to have like a health bar. It's just get creative with how the game works. All right, you're building something. You can get creative with it. Make it make sense though, in the same sense. Like, yeah, Call of Duty, you had all the ammo on their gun in a futuristic setting. That looks cool. It works well. It doesn't take up too much. It makes sense for the world. Halo, it's on their visor because that's what they're using.
And then for me, kind of to go off of that, with HUDs, I feel like when it comes to solo games, there should be absolutely no HUD to minimal HUD. Because like, there's nothing you need to worry about. Do something like Ghost of Tsushima, and if you need a HUD, only do it when you need it. Like if you're just roaming the world, just
Such
trying
as,
to
like,
travel.
clear obscure when it's only when you're in combat or
and
something.
then like I feel like for multiplayer games, it's a little better to have more HUD because then you get a lot more information in. But that's only me because I play Marvel Rivals. You get all the information for your guns.
There's timers and stuff
Yeah.
that go down.
The Indiana Jones Great Circle game had a great, like, I thought it was a great HUD too. I think the health only showed up when you got into like combat, like if you got hit or something like that, then you would see the health bar pop up. But overall, if you're just kind of exploring around, I was constantly looking at the map. All right, where am I at in relation to where this thing is? All right, the only thing that would show up was if I placed a marker. no line to it, but if I placed a marker to kind of help me get there, like, all right, where do I need to get to? That would show up. But other than that, it was really minimal. And so it was like how I was saying in previous podcast was it was gorgeous, but you saw more because they did a good job at minimizing. And that was a Bethesda game.
It lets you focus on the actual world and not the
Bethesda
mini-map.
and also Lucas
games
and stuff. So.
That kind of makes me ask this question though: if Fallout 5 comes out, would you rather them have a minimalistic HUD or keep it the way that they've been doing it for like the nostalgia of it? You know, because they could do it where the only way to see all your information is to pull up the Pip-Boy.
I think that would make sense.
That would be more immersive for that.
Yeah.
Right, but again, every Fallout up until now has had it the same way. You know, even New Vegas, which wasn't made by Bethesda, it was made by Obsidian. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
They did the same style for all of them. So, do you think that they should change that, or do you think it would be better for them to stick with what they've been doing?
What if they went back to like the top-down strategy?
It would be a nice callback to.
It would be cool actually if they did like an update like Fallout Shelter 2, but made.
What
it
if
more
they
like
remade like the first game,
they're available to play on PC.
but they can remake it
You can mod it.
I don't know why they
and make it look like Fallout 4?
You could, I guess.
I'm looking at like the Fallout 4 HUD, because I'm like, man, I don't remember it being that bloated.
Oh yeah, it's
Like I'm looking at pictures of it again, and I'm like,
Yeah, there's a lot of
usually
information
there's a
on there.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skyrim was a lot better in that the health bar, the stamina bar, the magicka bar, they disappeared if you weren't actively using them. So like once you start sprinting, that one singular bar shows up, and then it disappears whenever you're full again. Magicka the same, mana the same thing, and health is whenever you're in combat and you take a hit, and then it shrinks, and then it disappears again until you take another hit.
Is that Helldivers too? I'm trying to think. I know the sprint doesn't show up. That made me think of it. The sprint, the stamina piece doesn't show up until like you're running and you start to run. You start to get lower. But I was trying to remember weapons and all that. Does that show up?
I think they're always present, just in the corners.
Are they?
Now, I love favorite HUD, Skull and Bones. I love it when my stamina bar pops up on my ship because it's getting eepy. No, but actually, genuinely, I was going to say, not Ubisoft's pirate game, but Xbox's pirate game, Sea of Thieves, I feel like had a really great HUD, honestly.
The game has like zero HUD.
It has
It has, like,
nothing to do.
your
When you pull
health.
out a gun and shows like 2 bullet dots at the bottom, that's it.
Yeah, like there's zero HUD. And you don't even get a map. Like you have to like go down to the ship
And go
and go to
look
the
at your
giant
map.
map to see anything. And then if you're on a island, you still don't get a map. You get like the whole thing, and it doesn't tell you where you are. You just have to like figure it out. But it's so cool. Like honestly, it was such a cool experience because it's like, okay, the island's a crest shape. I believe I'm on this side of the island. The X is right here, so I got to go find that or
That
whatever.
game could have used a little bit more hand holding because there was actually a lot of stuff in that game that like you wouldn't have known right off the bat. Like they're like, hey, if you see birds flying over this island, that
Well,
means
is
that there's
it-
something there.
Is it
makes
hand holding
you-
or is it like actually teaching you intuitively how the mechanics work?
Or like
When I first played that game, I didn't know you had to put the sails towards the breeze,
But it shows you a breeze. So I mean, honestly,
even though that's common
That's
knowledge.
kind of basic ship sailing.
you got to figure it out. But
I didn't know you had to put the
Do I have
sails
to
down.
put the mast up or do I leave it down?
Bro, George is up here. So like, is the boat supposed to be upside down?
Do you remember that one time when the game glitched and we started flying away like in Peter Pan? The ship started just flying.
I remember my favorite because we were doing the one mission, and it was 3 of us.
The one mission, huh?
It was like it was the Pirates event when they
I have
did
no idea.
They did the okay.
Never
Did you ever
played the
play-
game.
They did a crossover.
You never played Sea
No.
of Thieves?
They did a crossover with Pirates of the Caribbean, and at the
You didn't
very
miss out
end,
much.
there's like this like mission where like these huge rocks come out of the ground.
The water.
But
the
it
ocean.
we're out in the ocean with the boat. Like huge rocks emerge. 2 of us were blind. Like they just didn't pop up for us. So we're like selling the ship, and like we keep hitting,
like,
hitting invisible things, and we keep getting yelled at by George. He's like, "Why do you guys keep hitting rocks?" I'm like, "Dude, there's nothing there."
We ended up all
Captain!
getting in cannons and like launching ourselves up, and eventually we landed on it, but we were
he's-
floating.
Yeah, we were all floating, but George could see, so George is guiding us, and we're like hovering all over the place. I do want to go back and actually play that mission because it seemed cool.
Yeah.
All right, so HUD or no HUD? That
No
is the
HUD?
question. Now,
And then he breaks his
I still
skateboard.
think
No HUD.
it's either or, depending on the game you're playing.
Prefer no HUD, but
And
if you're going to do
preference.
HUD, get creative with it.
Incorporate it into the actual game mechanics and like
Any
make it
Ubisoft game,
work
you suck.
and not distract you, but help you. Like actually give you information in a good, helpful
But
way.
don't make it hand-holdy. I'm going to point on Rockstar. Don't make it hand-holdy. Where, and I'll go my opinion.
Where there's a
like,
mini map that just
GTA
points you where you're
gives
at.
you a
go-
mini map, and then you
A
have
line.
you have like an objective at the very bottom. It tells you exactly what to do on the mini map. It shows you exactly where you need to go. Just, I prefer no hand holding and stuff like that.
All right. HUD or no HUD. All right. So
No HUD.
I've been wanting to get this one off the list because it's always there. I see it every time. But it is that time of the year. I actually wore my hoodie to work out this morning. That was the first time. So I was feeling a little cozy in my hoodie.
Oh, my
So Jacob's favorite, but we're going to get this one knocked out. Favorite cozy games.
Marvel
Doom?
Rival.
I think Doom is my favorite cozy
game.
It's very cozy, all right?
Oh, it's a little warm in some levels.
George over at Marvel Rivals. Bro.
Don't act like you've never played a cozy game. All right, you're sitting there.
right.
I've only ever played.
So let's
I only play
let's
bad
start
games.
with this is Josh's
That's, yeah.
topic. So let's start with Josh. Josh, what is your favorite two cozy
Two
games?
favorite. Definitely gonna throw Stardew Valley up in there. That's a good game. And that
Surprise,
was-
surprise.
Yeah, I saw that one coming on.
it's good. I don't know.
I like to give sea goop to the women.
that one was funny.
So like they tell me to buy this game, and so I buy it, and I don't know what I'm doing. But Corey's like, "Oh, you can like romance characters or whatever. You just give them gifts." And so I was like, "Okay." So then like I don't know. I like fishing in that game for some reason. So I was
Fishing is
So
funny.
you found some mermaids?
I found what was it called? Like
it was like sea jelly.
it was like
Okay.
sea jelly, and I just went to a
Like
girl and said
plastic
like,
waste.
"Here's some
Here you
sea."
go.
She hated me, and Josh is like, "That's like the equivalent of like here's some sea snot."
The girl liked the ocean stuff, and he walks up with a handful of sneak.
Well, yeah, because like I went into their house and stalked her, and she had like ocean.
All right.
That might have been the problem there.
She had like ocean stuff. So I was like,
Already warning signs.
I was like, I'll just go get her some.
And you
something from the
pull out of
ocean.
your pocket some gooey white stuff.
Okay.
I got
so
this at the ocean.
we got one Stardew Valley when they control themselves. Josh, number 2.
PGA probably. I would count that.
Okay.
PGA.
But not if he plays it in real life.
No, that's stressful.
All
I
right.
play it on easy mode, and then it's a really fun like.
All right. Isaac, cozy game. What's your top 2 cozy games?
So I mentioned during the last podcast that one of them is Valheim, just because I like to play more of the building, the farming, the landscaping aspect of it. Like that's really relaxing. I'm just chilling and doing yard work basically.
And,
Who was
and
it?
trying to avoid being invaded.
Who was it who got mad at me because like everybody's like in little huts, and then they look over at my building and it's like 3 stories high.
It was one of these two.
They were like, "What are you doing? This is like the first part." And I was like, "I don't know. I just got carried away."
It's really easy to like for those who like the building and like care about I need to build some pillars because it's a weight bearing, and if I build too high and I don't have actual like structural integrity, it
man.
won't last. So it's like
Too much engineering.
Jacob has like the bare minimum of a
3
shelter.
walls.
I think it's 2 walls technically.
Do you even
No,
have
there's
a
like
roof?
three.
tent.
There's 3. There's like half a roof, just enough to cover the workbench and my bed.
That's
It works.
fun. What's the
Valheim and
For similar reasons, my second would be Minecraft.
other
okay.
one? Minecraft.
And yeah, just the building. While
music.
he's dying in the mines, I'm actually just like still trying to optimize my space, trying to like grow into it. Like this is where I'm going to store these things, and here's where I'm going to have.
You notice
my...
how like all these games
I
that are
know.
cozy,
I
they come
know.
back to me. It's like I'm
They're
doing
like-
something wrong in these games.
You just have a different play style. It's just
he
Dying
doesn't
in-
want to be cozy.
I go to Stardew Valley. I give sea snot to women.
He's got to figure out how do I survive the attack from this woman I just made mad.
In Minecraft, I go die in the mines. Although, like, I do build in Minecraft. Like, I remember building a house. I built an apartment.
You remember? How long ago? How old were you?
Like 12.
we start a new server like every 2 years. So.
we're about to start another one up soon once I figure out what these people want.
Yeah.
George, 2
Um,
cozy games.
I feel like I'm not.
All right.
I'm
With
not really
you,
into
what is
cozy
cozy
games.
to you? What is a cozy game
I'm
to
not.
you?
I'm not really into cozy games. Like I've tried to play Stardew
What
Valley.
does not make you rage?
That's a hard one to
I tried
ask.
to play Stardew Valley, and it's just way too boring.
You've played Minecraft with us.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but
for
have
me,
you
I
seen
like.
how he does the same thing I do. He runs in the mines.
I like high stress.
What-
when I hop on the game, I want high stress, keep me up and alive.
Okay,
At
all
all
right. Not
times.
just all right. It doesn't have to be like on the computer or whatever. What is a game that you turn to?
When you're on the
That-
toilet.
Kind of like you got to relax. I mean, true
Uh,
story. Sometimes you really got to relax.
Normally for me, I would go with Isaac and say Minecraft, but specifically with the Jenny mod. if you know, if you know,
I don't know. I'm not gonna ask. So, come
She's
on.
a very nice lady.
but
Not even like
It's always George. It's always George.
we're missing context here, and I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I don't
I
want to
can
know.
explain
No, I
it.
don't want the.
If
I can
context.
you know,
explain.
no. If you know, you know. Don't look it up though.
Yeah, I-
honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, The Sims.
That's a
The
good
Sims.
one.
Okay.
I like to put them on treadmills until they
No.
Dude.
till they can't treadmill anymore.
Josh, do you want to tell the story of what you walked into?
Oh, I'm scared to.
Torture.
No,
chamber?
like I walked in, Jacob was playing The Sims, and I was just like, "Oh, hey, what you doing? Playing Sims? That's pretty cool." And he's just got it's a house with a basement. There's no windows, no doors, no stairs, 4 treadmills, and these people are trapped down there. The only thing they can do is run on the treadmills until they die.
Oh, and there was gnomes everywhere.
So there
you're
was
making
one
them go
bed,
insane.
and the gnomes were all surrounding it. It was
Okay.
There was a love bed, and there was gnomes surrounding.
If there are any psychologists out there, please comment on how, like, what are we dealing
condition does
with here?
Jacob?
What are we dealing
some
with?
kind of psychopath.
All right, so we got Sims
and Minecraft.
and Minecraft.
Wait.
No, shut up.
All right, no, all right, Jacob, cozy games 2.
2 of them. I'm kind of in the same boat as
What's cozy to you? What helps you
like
relax?
because okay.
What do you play whenever you just want to sit down and not think or not stress or whatever? Just play.
See,
a game.
And
I
not
can actually just
doom
not
scroll.
think. Like I'll sit there in my room in silence and just stare off.
Okay, once again, if you'd like to leave comments on what we're dealing with here,
What kind of
feel
disorder
free.
does he have?
A game that was like, and going back into it, like 2020, a game that I actually did play a lot of, and I thought it was really fun and kind of relaxing was Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch.
That's a good one.
Really
I like that
fun.
one too.
I created Hell Island, I think is what I called it.
Okay.
all right, we went there.
Like you'd walk in and there's like demonic stones everywhere. Although I did not create a youth no state. Everyone was welcome. All right. I know there are people out there that like kick out people from their island.
youth state?
I did not do that.
No.
Ethno state.
You should've.
I didn't do that. All right.
You
Everyone's
should've.
invited to Hell Island. Everyone is. So that was fun. It was cozy.
Okay,
And then Sims 4.
Okay.
Because like, yeah, I get
same thing.
you can
do
kind of
some-
shut your
like-
brain off for The Sims 4 and just have people live their
well,
life.
like no, because you got to
can,
get
like,
creative on the
you
torture.
can have people. You can have people live the life that you don't have.
Or you can make somebody's life really bad and go, I'm glad I'm not that guy. Broke, poor, and stupid, and running on a
What is
treadmill.
happening to this?
So, okay. I'm starting to see what we have here. Is Jacob has to put
it's a
people in really
coping
bad
mechanism.
situations. Yeah, it helps him cope with life. He's like, you know what? It could be worse, like that, and it's not.
Like the
So,
cozy's like,
I'm all right.
It's like, oh, look how cozy. This is so nice. I'm like, actually, I'm gonna make it the worst thing. So I look at my life and go, well, it's actually not.
It's
that
actually pretty cozy.
bad. My life's pretty cozy.
A couple cozy games I have played in the past is, I don't know if you guys have played it, Human Fall Flat.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like
But
that.
it is not with you, bro. When you play with this guy,
Another
you're,
rage.
you're fighting him half the time because you'll be trying to do something and he purposely like fails at it and he makes you so mad. In any sort of co-op game, I hate playing with George. When we played Chained Together, which have you seen that one?
Bro, that was also your problem too.
No. So we're playing Chained Together, which if you don't know, it's basically it's a game where there's like four. You can have
You're
up to four
chained together.
people.
Think about that. Like,
You're chained together. You're in hell. You're trying to get up.
Sounds like right up your alley.
you're trying to get up to heaven. All right, and you have to like climb together. But if one of you falls, pulls the rest of you down. Bro,
Who was the
George?
Jacob.
George would actually make. He was making me so mad one night. Like I feel like anger from.
was he pulling you down?
Yeah,
Was he
like
literally
he would
pulling you down.
He was pulling. He was tugging on me, bro. He's giving me a tug.
The old tuggy wuggy.
But like he would purposely like jump off and try to bring you guys down.
I do remember that.
And then also another game I wanted to bring up. I don't know.
Almost broke Isaac.
Isaac had to take his headphones off.
I don't
for
know
that
if
one.
any of you guys have played this game. It's called Unpacking.
Was that the one?
It's like you move. It's like it goes through a story of a girl moving into different places, and like you open a box and you have to like organize everything in that room.
I'm thinking, what's the
And it's
one?
just like shut your brain off, and then you can like think of organizing.
That's stressful.
That's,
I was gonna say.
I'm surprised no
Shut
one
your-
mentioned Power Washing Simulator.
I never played
That
that,
game's
one. I keep
stressful.
seeing it on Steam, and I'm like,
Oh, you want to know?
not
I
today.
played Money Laundering Simulator the other day.
Dude, you know what was fun but then became really stressful? Fast food simulator.
Oh yeah, me and Jacob were playing that.
Like it was fun at first. We were
once
kicking
we got
butt.
once we got the drive-through. That's when we failed. We could not.
You couldn't keep up with the orders.
We fell
We could
like
not.
crushed under pressure. There was too many things going on.
But like, if we just had the front register, we could handle that. The drive-through, we got cooked
We
with
should-
the drive-through.
we should do a stream where you two play Overcooked.
That would be so stressful. I play it with my girlfriend, and you already understand what's
He's
gonna
like Chef Ramsay, I feel like.
Where's you stupid twat?
All right.
Tim, what's your two cozy games?
So actually my like kind of daily mind numbing one I do is actually on my phone. It's called Tiny Wings. It's just this bird just hitting these hills, floating around.
Like Dune?
And it's been around for a long time, but now it's just I just go and do the daily challenges and now I'm just trying to all you're doing is collecting coins and then you just buy new birds. And so now I'm trying to just fill it out and I'll be done with it.
Did you guys play the there was like a luchador one? It was like a mobile
And
game.
you like squash gummy bears?
I don't know if it was good, but like you like kind of fly out and then you have like,
Yeah, it's gummy bears, and you like smash down, and,
And
it's
then
gummy.
you keep
It's like
flying.
lucha something. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that game was pretty fun to go like just shut your brain out. I think it's kind of the same concept. You just
Yeah.
kind of go as
Just
far as
kind
you
of
can.
go as far as you can, yeah. And then when it comes to like a PC game, just mind numbing for me is I like the Lego games just because you can just go do basically whatever you want in most of them. And now it does get stressful if I play with my wife because I'm like, she loves to go just smash everything, Lego pieces everywhere. I'm like, where? Let's continue with the story.
Tim's an OCD
Me-
freak over
me-
here.
way over there.
Me and Jacob are complete opposites. When we play together, we go straight to hand combat. As soon as we finish out the cutscene, we start fighting.
Start chasing each
We were
other.
playing Lego Batman
Or Lego Star Wars.
Like, Lego Star Wars. The second the cutscene ended, and the first time we get to play,
I'm Obi-Wan, he's
immediately
Qui-Gon.
go straight to each other, start fighting. Gotta
All
see
right,
if
with
PvP's
that.
on.
Oh man.
Friendly fire.
All right. Well,
Good topic.
we got through the cozy game section. Josh, how do you feel?
I feel great.
All
I
right.
feel
You
relaxed.
feel cozy now?
I feel
feel cozy.
cozy.
Get that
I'm
pumpkin
just
spice latte.
more concerned now.
No, I
So
want one.
Yeah,
Hey.
there are a few
I'm
concerns
making
still.
4 Sims.
Like
One's
I
gonna
said,
be Josh, Isaac,
if you'd
George,
like to
and
drop
Tim.
any comments and tell us what we're dealing with,
Please.
Any
insight would be
pediatrician?
great. Pediatrician?
Pediatrician.
That's a kid doctor.
Exactly. This guy's a kid.
I'm
Moving
older
on.
than you.
Gotta go to technology.
All right, moving on to our technology segment. All right. Prime Day.
That is gone.
That's
I
been
know,
gone.
but did you
That's
guys get
been
anything?
good. No.
I was going to ask, what did we get on Prime Day?
You want to know what we should talk about?
If nothing, then we're moving on.
You
Because
want
I didn't spend
you
any
want to know
money.
on the Prime Day? We should talk about what happened at Amazon yesterday. as
Ooh, yeah. All right, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. What,
October
George?
20th.
Tell us what happened on October 20th with Amazon, or more specifically, AWS.
they went down.
You know why they went down?
No, I don't.
Does
I
anybody
just know
know?
they went down.
Some intern was like, "Let me vibe code clean."
This is what happens
I
when
saw
you
that
fire
meme.
people.
Yeah.
I know Isaac. I don't know if you know a little bit more on that, but I just know that a lot of the stuff Amazon was running went down.
I didn't affect me. I don't really do much.
I get.
It didn't do anything with what I was working on.
I heard Epic was down because they used it.
Which screw them, because anyway.
I know
Why
that
screw them?
Corey had said
Fortnite
that
Battle
stuff was
Pass.
down.
Just doing a quick search on it because I heard about it. I hadn't been able to do any reading up. I did see that meme that someone was like, "Oh, intern,
I saw the
let's
meme.
wipe this." Okay, ow, that's stupid. Oh, AI, tell me. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
copy paste, boop, bam. Oh no. But what they're saying here is the outage was caused by a domain name system issue related to DynamoDB database.
It's always the DNS.
Always.
DNS,
It's the
DNS,
DNS.
man.
It's
It is.
always the
It
DNS.
is a thing.
It's always the DNS. If something's broken, check the DNS.
Also, and I don't know if it's news, but since the new iPhone has been out, I saw that the Orange Pro
What does
was
this have to
turning
do
pink.
with DNS and what we were talking about with AWS being out?
It was turning pink.
what? What?
It's turning pink.
The phone?
Yes.
So what does that have to do with an outage?
The iPhone turning pink.
Tim, this is social media brain rot, like
I'm-
short
I'm-
attention
I'm
span
so-
brain,
I'm like,
changing the subject
we're
because
talking about
his brain's
AWS.
already swiped away from what we were talking about.
Whoop, moving on. That got boring. All right. Let me insert as host myself here, and let's talk about Pink iPhone.
What
Pink
is happening
Eye. That's
to
the
this
name of
guy?
it. Pink Eye.
Bro.
Watch out.
I think Jacob needs to step outside.
So, all right, George, what about Pink Eye?
Are we going to talk about Pink Eye now?
No, so now that we've already changed subjects,
All right, so AWS had an
Yeah, let's
outage
go back.
yesterday. Okay, moving on.
No, now that we made such a scene about it, let's talk about it.
You've got my curiosity, George. What is it with the pink iPhone? It's turning pink.
So,
Was it about to explode like Jacob's face?
Are you okay?
so people who order the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, the orange colored version, I saw that if they didn't have a certain coating on it, that if it was like show to the sun option.
This is a weird way to describe this.
Yeah, exactly.
I have
I'm offering a sacrifice to you, son.
It would come back pink
If it was show to the sun.
if it was maybe exposed
I
to
think-
UV light. Is that what you're?
I think if I expose my naked bum to the sun, it might turn pink.
only
little more
only
red.
for white. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said the naked bum. It's pretty white.
Yours is.
What are we talking about? What is?
Start with the pink iPhone and then went from there.
We went from AWS to pink showing bottom half.
It's not the first time that we mentioned it though, so surprisingly,
Okay.
When was the first time?
talking about the prison wallet and Tim running his phone naked.
Yeah, that wasn't me bringing that up. That was Jacob.
Call back.
Go back.
Anyway,
It's like
All right.
AWS. George talked about showing off his iPhone. Tim's now talking about how he's going to go
I'm
moon
just
the
saying
sun.
How? Yeah, you moon the
Hey,
sun.
have you
It's
seen
gonna
those
turn
people
pink.
that do sun mooning?
No. Do you?
I've seen the clip.
all right. I'm George.
Okay.
George's mic is down now, so we can.
All right.
George's neighbors does that every day.
So Jacob, you seem to be, well, you were excited about Waymo going to San Francisco.
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, so why is it
You gotta
still on
update
there?
your list.
I know. I gotta update my list.
We're
We're knocking out the list today, man.
So I guess for viewers,
I don't know,
were
Pink Eye
looking
wasn't on there, but
I was looking up the prices of Waymo. That's like ridiculous. It's like, what was it, like $10 per like this flat rate, and then it was like $2 per mile.
did you
or
hear
something
about
like that?
well, Waymo is the self-driven.
I guess to explain it, Waymos are self-driving taxis.
They're
at
the same
moment.
one that's in Phoenix, right?
Yes, they're in Phoenix. Only
Did you hear what happened to those during the bad storms?
No.
They were getting stuck in the water. They were trying to drive through the water with the flash
Yeah.
floods with all the rain we had, and they were just getting stuck right in the middle. So imagine being that person in the back seat.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea. You go out there, the vehicle ain't gonna listen to you, and it keeps going, and then you're stuck. Now what do you do?
So I guess there is a little bit news regarding Waymo. So I guess what we were originally going to talk about was Waymo was coming to San Francisco. They were going to start introducing those cars out in San Francisco. But now that I'm looking it up, apparently Waymo is under investigation after it would not stop for a school bus.
Hmm.
So
I
I
heard that one.
guess they're under investigation for safety.
Well,
which
I
is,
guess that's a lot of. I mean, that's just like a normal driver sometimes.
yeah.
So
To be fair,
we can investigate.
to be fair,
The
all
cars?
right, hopefully, well, probably the company as to why it's not in. But I mean, obviously, this is something that should have been fixed. But hopefully, they do get
Yeah,
it
but
fixed.
out of how many times that could have happened to how many to the one time, potentially it sounds like it was one event. Like there's probably been way more times it could have happened. So the statistics are probably still in favor, but because you got to add in, there's always the chance that something could go wrong.
I know, just being in Phoenix, like they're everywhere.
And I mean, I would still say the statistics. There was something I was reading that was still showing so far the statistics of an AI vehicle still safer than a human-driven vehicle.
I believe that.
yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna go into a future where humans aren't gonna be allowed to drive.
I'm cool with that.
Well, and that's why I was looking up prices. 'cause
I don't
was
mind
like,
getting chauffeured
and you're gonna
around.
have to pay a monthly subscription to to Microsoft.
$30 a month.
I think
Well,
next time I go to
okay.
Phoenix,
I'll pay the
I'm gonna
yearly.
What are you saying,
And-
Josh?
I think next time I go to Phoenix, I'm gonna try to like book a ride
It's
in the
gonna
way.
cry.
Yeah, my cousin wanted to, but they weren't running at the time, the early morning time. He was trying to get to the airport.
They are expensive though. That was like compared to Uber, they're like 3 times more expensive.
I don't know.
just going, like-
Uber can vary too.
Yeah.
I don't know about Waymo's, like, because Uber, their prices will change depending on demand. Like,
right.
if it's like during a big event or something, their prices will hike up. Whereas I don't know if Waymo does the same thing or if they're just a set.
On the
set
topic
price.
on the topic of Uber, the one time I've taken an Uber, the driver did a U-turn in the middle of the road.
We just got swiped off.
Dude,
Swipe right because I'll stick on Uber, but
It's like word association. As soon as
Exactly.
something comes up,
Okay,
it's like-
okay, but where did Pink iPhone? Like, there's nothing.
He was like, speaking of DNS, pink iPhone.
I'm still figuring that one out.
So tell us about your Uber
Was it-
experience.
Yeah,
I already
what was your
explained
Uber
it.
No, give
experience?
us story
I
time.
already just explained it.
Well, I need to hear it again because I kind of
The Uber driver did a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Okay, do you take a U-turn in the middle of the road?
No,
Post in the comments your worst Uber experience.
There you go.
I was
Just
trying
make
to
it
think of
interactive.
with
If I had a
oncoming
really bad
traffic.
one-
I was like middle of the road, but like, was anybody?
Were you on the
coming, or
left
was-
side or the right side?
The right side.
Oh, you were screwed.
Was it like a place where you could do a U-turn?
No, it was like, so like think of it like a 4-way intersection, right? She forgot to turn. So instead, so like stoplight intersection's right here. She forgot to turn, so she just did a U-turn.
What was the car?
It was a Jeep Renegade.
Ooh, okay, I could
The
see.
stereotypes match. All right.
I was like, if it was a little sports car, okay, maybe you have a chance.
That thing would have flipped over.
The stereotypes are adding up.
I know,
all right?
only people in a Jeep would do that, Tim.
What
Explain
are you
yourself.
saying?
Yeah.
I don't flip a Yui in the middle of the road with my Jeep. There's no way.
You probably thought about it.
Yeah, there was just something interesting. I saw that Waymo was coming to San Francisco, but apparently now they're having some issues with bus
So
routes.
what was your whole like? You were like kind of excited.
Well, it's just
about
kind of
it.
interesting because Waymo, self-driving cars. I know we've seen like Teslas and stuff like that, but
Yep.
still, I don't think Teslas allow people to not be in them. Like, you have to be in it. You have
Yeah.
to be aware. But Waymos are fully self-driving
Yeah.
cars.
No one has to be in it. It's going to pick up someone, drops them off, and it's going to the next.
It's pretty cool.
fair.
And I was just gonna kind of get like with Waymo, and I'm sure we're going to see other companies. I mean, obviously Tesla's working on theirs. Do you think self-driving cars, like within the next couple years, what do you guys look at time frame wise? Do you think fully self-driving cars are going to be like a big thing? A lot of people are going to be using them.
I think it's a technology that should be advanced. Like self-driving cars would be like, if they get it right,
Statistically safer.
then safer and more efficient.
And-
I bet like drunk driving would probably go way down.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it's
and then
just car
and then
drives
I
yourself.
know Amazon with their trucks, and then is even Tesla has they were doing some stuff with like semi trucks, I think. That one I can see how more efficient because truck drivers right now have to log so many hours. They can only drive so many hours, then they have to rest. And there's some guys that, I mean, it's just a fact of what happens. They fib their logs so it shows they rested, but they didn't because they're trying to meet a job. And so self-driving vehicles, or especially like in trucks like that, they wouldn't have to stop to rest, stop to charge or something like that if they needed to charge up, whether they're EV or they'd have to be. Most of those vehicles, I believe, are mostly EV. They can't get out here. All right, let me gas up here.
Gas myself.
We don't do service anymore. It's all self-serve, but I could see how that would be beneficial for why Amazon's looking at that. Okay, I don't have to pay a truck driver. I mean, there's always pros and cons. Takes away a job, but also people are buying their stuff and then they're getting them quicker because it doesn't have to stop. You don't have to rest physically as a human being needs to. So
well,
I don't know.
And the thing I like about like
And statistically safer.
yeah,
I'm still a little leery right now. If I saw a driverless semi, I'd be like,
that's weird.
we're getting in front of you and not worrying about
I'm
it.
curious about the ones that if a self-driving car does get into an accident, like statistically, and I don't know the number, but like how many of those are actually caused by the self-driving car or caused by a human?
Someone
error?
else, yeah. Most likely it's a human error. Like me getting surprised. Oh no, bam, hit him.
No.
So
Now I still think it would be good to always have a manual mode. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
they're
that
gonna
should
have to.
always stay.
But what I was going to say is the cool thing about Waymo is it's also going to help with like traffic in these big cities. Like you got Phoenix and San Francisco and LA has it right now,
I think
Austin,
other areas,
but
have it
all
as
these
well.
high traffic areas. Traffic is generally caused by human response time,
Yeah.
and the fact that it's not you're not a computer. And so you always have that little bit of lag that's going to cause everybody to slow down and have to
Yep.
figure out these
Whereas
traffic jams.
they're gonna
Computers
just-
will
yeah,
be able
they're-
to solve it really quick.
Yep. I was just thinking about the driverless cars and trucks. The movie I, Robot from years ago.
Will
I
Smith.
was trying. Yep, Will Smith. I was trying to think of the year. I had looked it up. That year in that movie was 2035. So that's 10 years from now. So thinking, is that a reality? I don't see that really a reality yet, like that extent. I would say by 2045, another 20 years, having more trucks, driverless trucks, and vehicles is more realistic. What are your guys' thoughts? I'm thinking probably a 20-year time frame because they're making some great strides right now, but it's just not there yet. What do you think? 10, 20 years?
Would you prefer all those cars, or would you prefer everybody to switch over to EV?
I think there's still a reason for the other. I don't know. I really have no opinion on that at this time.
I think as far as the technology on the electric car, I think you're kind of right. I don't know. I could see them making advancements in the next 10 years to the point that you could be in right now you can be in a completely self-automated car with Waymo. Like that's what they are.
Yeah.
But
they're not
to be able
perfect.
to
You can
like,
buy a cost-effective Tesla and
Mhm.
that's you don't have to drive, but you're in it.
So would that question be like for you to like own one instead of it being
I think
provided by a
being
company?
more mass out there, like just thinking the movie iRobot, like they were almost all driverless cars.
Right.
I don't see that really a reality by 2045, but I see it closer to that.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I think it could, because right now, like it works, but it's just through this company, Waymo, or through Tesla, and they haven't actually come out with a version that like you can,
I don't know. It'd be interesting because you're gonna have still people with their cars they're gonna want to drive. So
right.
it's that I think is gonna be.
I think you'll eventually, given enough years, you'll eventually get people who just aren't going to drive anymore. I mean, I always take it like a carriage. Like they just kind of go out of style, and this is what the new thing is.
Have any of you guys been in a Tesla or like driven a Tesla with self-driving?
I've never driven. I've been in, but I haven't been.
I've used a Tesla or driven a Tesla with self-driving. It's so trippy for the car to drive itself.
Well, I feel
it's like you lose.
You've
like,
always done it.
Yeah,
yourself.
since I've always driven myself, it's like giving the car control.
Yeah,
it's like.
Well, that's why I want to.
That would be weird.
Yeah,
it goes against everything in your survival.
Where
instinct.
is this thing gonna take
It's like
me?
I need to turn. It's turning. And also, there's a lot of weird. I feel like for me in the future, I'd like to switch to a Tesla. That kind of seems cool to have.
I can see myself with a Tesla later on in life for sure.
He's gonna get a Cybertruck.
No, those are so ugly.
But the self-driving is cool. I feel like just how Teslas are built are cool. For Arizona, it's not so cool because the batteries seem to die out.
But they are pretty fast.
They are.
Like I actually haven't driven one
because they're electric. There's no gas. Like the traction on those things, it's just instant.
It's just because I've driven one. Like the response time on the throttle is so weird because you just have to like tap it and it'll go.
Yes.
And then if you let go of the throttle, it'll brake by itself.
Interesting.
So you don't even have to press the brake; it'll just brake by itself.
That was one of the early on things with some of the first hybrid vehicles was just letting off the brake, letting it move into electrical, and it's just I don't know what the technology was, but that was kind of the thing was you didn't have to hit the brake as hard or as much because it started to self brake on that shift.
Yeah,
so it was interesting.
It was a cool experience to drive a Tesla, just to see how it is. It is something I would consider in the future because I feel like that's where, like how we're talking about, that's where everything is headed towards self-driving, automated.
Isaac, being the lovely person of hates everything to do with mega corporations, uses Linux.
He drives a car though.
Drives a car, but what are your thoughts on a self-driving car?
I would probably be the old geezer who's like I want control over my machines. Like I'm gonna be the one that has a shotgun pointing at the printer, being like, if you do something that I didn't tell you to do.
I think anyone with a good mind in IT is a little bit like that. Like I have no problem shooting something that decides to do its own thing.
Yeah, like once it's doing stuff that I didn't specifically tell it to do,
or it's programmed to do.
Yeah, or that it's like meant to do. It's like, yeah, no, you're done.
As long as it's coming from Microsoft, I'm fine with it.
So it would take me a lot longer and like see more of this transition of like it becoming more of a popular or more of like a normal part of society for me to actually buy into it and like try it out and be able to get used to it, because I do like being more in control of the tools that I use. I hate AI because I don't like something else doing the work for me. And it's that kind of carries over to a self-driving vehicle. Like I'd rather be the one who is doing the work and just I'm utilizing the tool rather than the tool doing stuff on its own. So that's my take.
We heard it here. We heard it here. Isaac will be out and he'll have a shotgun. If he sees an Amazon drone flying overhead, he'll shoot it down and take the loot.
No, I'm not a thief. I'm just
Isaac's a looter shooter when he's
if I suspect that the Amazon drone is like for some reason
following me,
it's a drop.
It's floating
It's a drop.
it's like hovering in
Care
front of my
package.
window, and like I didn't order anything. Okay, you're getting shot down.
But what if someone ordered it for you and you just freaked out?
They should have
Because
told
you
me.
could do that. Amazon is like surprise someone.
Give somebody,
Hey, here's a gift package for you. Ah!
Oh,
I missed.
Have you seen some of those drones like delivering packages? They like the package like crash lands. There's no padding for that package at all.
I think they have some
Supply drop in.
oh boy.
There goes all my ceramic. Just order new plates.
Amazing.
All right, let's get into our next section and just kind of free flow here.
Now, do you mind if I take over for just a sec?
Jacob, no, I do
Okay.
mind. I do
Okay,
mind.
okay,
But
okay.
I see where your cursor is at.
Yeah.
So I take it you really want to talk about this
Not
topic.
really. You're just taking a hot minute.
So I mean, you a hot minute, huh?
yeah, a hot minute.
I can take a hot like 5 minutes if
Yeah.
that's really what you want.
stare at the camera
How
But-
hot?
for
How
one whole
hot?
minute.
It is Tim's episode, so he. What is
Stare.
happening?
George, surprise him, tickle him in the neck.
What?
I blinked.
No, that was you. You're the one that
Yes,
did that.
Tim
Oh.
goes. Tim goes. Surprise me.
He's like, he was
Attack.
gonna
Like,
show
yeah,
him
you
the
just said surprise
self-defense.
me because he's gonna show me like jujitsu, and then like I don't know. I just kind of went up and tickled his neck. Just like, ooh, ooh.
He's like, really?
Like, what is this?
Surprised. He was surprised.
That was funny. All right. So, Jacob, I know we talked about this on the last episode, Peacemaker 2, Season 2. So, was left with a cliffhanger. I know George was saying some people weren't too happy, but it's a kind of a take. So, Peacemaker Season 2, and after that, what is next
So
for the DC universe?
Peacemaker season 2, and then nobody else has watched it. I think it's just me and George so far. But I mean, have we all watched Superman kind of thing?
I still have not.
Are you going to?
I don't know. I just can't get down with like Superdog.
What do you mean,
He's
crypto?
in it for
Crypto's in, like,
5 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes of the
I don't
movie.
know. They really played him off in the previews.
He's
I'm
not-
just like, I don't know
He's
about
not. But it's crypto. He's the
It's
coolest guy.
crypto.
It's crypto.
It's crypto.
It's crypto.
It's
Not
crypto.
currency. The dog.
6, 7.
All right. Continue, Jacob.
So, well, Peacemaker season 2, which if you didn't know, you have to watch Superman because James
watch season
Gunn.
2, yeah.
James Gunn kind of retcons Peacemaker with, well, now it's in this universe. In his universe, season 2 ends with a cliffhanger, big cliffhanger, I believe, which did make a lot of people upset because it sets up a lot for what's going to be coming in the DC universe. But I do understand why people are upset because it kind of feels like it doesn't conclude Peacemaker and the story that all those people have together. Because it was like the show ended. What was it, 7 episodes, right?
Yeah.
There's like, so it feels like the show ended on episode 6, and then episode 7 was kind of just like
Like the epilogue or
epilogue type of thing. But so it sets up a lot of things. I won't go too much into spoilers in case anybody is still watching because it did just finish not that long ago. But James Gunn is setting up a lot for the DCU. I think we're gonna get a Clayface movie, Batman movie, Lantern, Supergirl. We're gonna get a ton of stuff coming up here pretty soon. Just looks really to be. What are you doing there? He's like playing with his cable. But there's a lot of things coming up. I mean, is anybody really excited to see what's coming out of DC now that we have a new head going over it? So we don't know. It's not Zack Snyder anymore. We've already seen Gunn with Suicide Squad. Which, did you watch that one?
I
at
did.
least? I mean, what'd you think of that?
It's all right. But to be honest, my opinion, I'm done with superhero movies. Marvel's overdone it. DC, let's just change everything every few years.
Hey, if you read the comics,
Instead of sticking with
that's
something.
exactly what DC does
So
in the comics.
it's just I am at the superhero movie show
Superhero
Burnout?
fatigue
Honestly?
is a real
that
thing.
it's just like you should have ended at Infinity War and just be done. And
Yeah, but
then
now we're seeing
let's
DC.
I don't care. Batman's my favorite character, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
You know what's great? we're about to get another Batman.
Great!
Of Robert Pattinson. Right?
Oh
We're
man,
getting-
let's retcon.
We're getting the
another
sequel.
retcon.
We're getting the sequel, but
And then
it's not in the same universe as Gunn.
I know.
And then we're gonna get
it's stupid.
another Batman movie, which is in
Oh,
Gunn's
and then
universe.
let's have a Penguin show, and
which
then,
is it's in the same universe as
and then before
Robert
that,
Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
what was the Gotham show?
That
and
was a
all
long
that.
time ago, though.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just too much. It just be done. I'm sick of the superhero
Okay,
stuff.
There's
Moving
money to be
forward.
there.
Now,
I
George,
mean-
you aren't the host. You don't tell me to move forward.
No, I want to talk about superheroes.
he wants to talk about. I don't know.
But I'm excited to see Supergirl with her Plastic Man dress. What Plastic Man be doing in that dress? Have you seen
Do you
that
know who
scene?
Plastic Man is?
no, I don't care.
He's like an OG.
He's Mr. Fantastic ripoff.
Actually, technically, Mr. Fantastic is a ripoff of Plastic Man.
Technically, he's a ripoff of Jake the Dog.
Gumby. It's a ripoff of
He's a
Gumby.
ripoff of Gumby. But okay, so yeah, we're actually getting a Supergirl movie. So Superman showed Supergirl at the end credit. Now we're getting that movie. We're getting Lanterns. I mean, I'm excited to see what Gunn does.
Ryan Reynolds was my Green Lantern.
Well, you had the wrong Green Lantern.
Well, James Gunn asked Ryan Reynolds to be Green Lantern again, and you told him to F off.
That would be pretty funny though.
Or if they do like a kind of like a Deadpool situation where he just comes back and dies.
I was gonna say they killed him at the end of Deadpool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Lanterns is supposed to come out, and that's going to be a TV show. Which I guess I'll go into this. Warner Brothers is up for sale. Apparently, HBO is selling Warner Brothers, which owns the DC universe.
They're getting the right idea. We're dumping. They're getting superhero fatigue.
well, not
No, I heard they were in a lot of debt
yeah,
and they're like unable to keep up, so they're just
yeah, because
selling
their movies are all bad.
because they're just selling Warner Brothers just for the
Yeah.
amount of debt that they owe.
so like HBO as a whole is selling
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, and supposedly, and I'm just gonna fact check myself really quickly, but I heard that yes, okay, Warner Brothers is also going, or not Warner Brothers,
That's going to lose them.
HBO
That's interesting.
is about to increase their prices for their streaming service, and if I'm correct, they are going to overtake Netflix in the most expensive streaming service.
Even though they don't even
The only thing they got is Lord of the Rings.
and their catalog isn't even as good as Netflix either.
Which you can just
Yeah,
go
there's no
buy.
K-pop demon
And I
Hunters.
have it. Yeah, I already have it.
But
But that requires me to open up my Blu-ray
I have to
player.
I had to buy a Blu-ray.
me and
player.
Jacob were thinking,
Xbox.
what if Netflix bought Warner Brothers?
and continued making
I
DC. on their
could see that
platform.
being something.
But
Like-
that would be, I feel like that would be a good move by
Well,
Netflix to do that.
Disney has all the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
If Disney
right
bought
now,
Warner Brothers,
HBO
I
has
think
all the
I think
DC.
Disney couldn't do it because they would definitely get hit with a
monopoly.
Yeah.
So it would have to go under
Ooh,
somebody
and
else.
that just made me think. Did you see all the?
How about the game Monopoly?
No, the news about EA, the EA buyout,
Oh,
running
'cause
into some issues.
I have not heard.
Just there's been a lot of there. I mean, politically and other reasons, but also monopoly, and then also outside interest, things like that have come up. That the buyout has been kind of being scrutinized a lot more.
Mm.
Did you
So is that
think
is that
that's
just
gonna
going to go to
stop
court
it?
cases?
I don't know if there's like a because it has to go to some kind of regulation for final approval and all that, but it is I think they're still kind of moving forward, but a lot of things have been coming up being said about senators saying it's bad, and that gets into a lot of different things that you can talk about, but it's meeting some scrutiny, and people aren't really excited about it for different reasons.
So EA might not get bought out.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. All right, one last little thing, just kind of tidbit. I'm curious, since we talked about cozy games. Now, what is your go-to 100+ hour video game? We're gonna knock this one out.
Marvel
too.
Rivals?
We're going through the checklist. So,
Marvel
I mean,
Rivals.
100+ hours now. 100 hours is kind of in some games you're just getting your feet wet still.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say, I feel
others-
like 100
and-
hours, you're gonna get people in the comment section going like, 100 hours? That's easy to do. I got 10,000 hours in Nekapara.
Oh, and yeah, there's gonna
Nekopara.
there's gonna be that.
Can you
But-
do that? Isaac's checking.
Oh, he's looking.
Hey.
Isaac's gonna be one that has. He's like, all right, I've got about 20 games that have 100+ hours each. So what is my favorite? What is my go-to?
What's your go-to
So-
game?
But I mean, to put in 100 hours in a video game, in a single video game, that's quite a bit of a time commitment
You
over
know,
a period.
This did raise a question I did ask earlier, and another call was, if you bought a game for $70 and it has 70 hours worth of content, would you say that game is worth it for that price? Or are you one of those like a minimum 100 hours?
like I was-
No,
for it to be
to
worth
me,
it?
I mean, I look at it as all right. I actually go by my brain works in by hour.
So you got $1
So-
per hour.
Yeah, to me, if I played 70 hours and maybe it was here and there experience, but made it through and was like, okay, that was good. Would I play again? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, 70 hours, $1 an hour. Yeah, to me, that's worth it.
I feel like when you brought this to me, I feel like $70. Like if I bought an Ubisoft game, that's $70, and they're claiming up to 120 hours of gameplay, and 40 hours of that is traversing the land. That is not worth it. And then like another 30 is just pure side quests that don't matter.
But what if they reduce the HUD?
That won't do anything about that. But
They
like,
get to pay to get the HUD removed.
but like I said, if I pay $70 for a 30-hour game that's well made, that's everything is good about it, good story, good gameplay. Like I feel like Spider-Man is not a 70-hour game. You could beat that easily
Yeah.
before that. And I still think
there's going to be other things that are a big factor, but
We can get back to. I was just you mentioned
No,
hours. I was
yeah.
like, I was just curious because
Yeah.
we asked that, and I was
that's
like,
kind of how I think.
Mhm.
So, Jacob, what is, and it doesn't even have to be 100+, but like, what's a game that you go back to that you've put a ton of time into? What's kind of your go back?
a ton of time into. I mean, there's a couple of games I can think of. One of them being like Halo, Master Chief Collection. I'll just hop back on, redo all the campaigns. Like that's almost like a cozy game to me. Like I'll just hop on, mindless, like do heroic or legendary, or whatever, or normal, and just kind of browse, go through, play the game, 1 through reach, whatever. I'll just kind of, at least like once a year, I'll get
Yeah.
this need to just go back.
I've been getting that craving.
Another game, and I feel like more in recent times I kind of stopped, but for a while I'd always kind of just go check up on it. Was GTA Online. I think I had well over 1,000 hours in that game, and a lot of it was just like, well, I did everything. I'm gonna leave and come back in a couple months. But more recently, a game that I've been kind of coming back to, Marvel Rivals. It's mainly because of this guy.
I have like 500 hours of Marvel Rivals.
We got George's answer.
Yeah, we already know George's answer is Marvel.
A
Rivals.
couple other games I have 100 hours in, or I don't really go back to a game. It has to be multiplayer, like Marvel Rivals. I'll come back to that one. Every once in a while, I played this game called Xenoverse 2 Dragon Ball. I have like a lot of hours in that game, both Xbox and PC. I'll come back to that one. Minecraft, and then also Halo as well. Back in my prime as an 8-year-old, I played Halo.
That one's because like I grew up playing
Yeah.
Halo, so
Yeah.
it's just go back. Get
And
some
you have so much
nostalgia.
free time. You can
I-
put so much hours into it.
Speaking of nostalgia, just recently, Super Mario Galaxy came to the Switch. I
What?
just beat that today.
It wasn't recently. I think they
They-
just barely ported over the
They
second
ported out
one.
another version of it,
And then, they poured out the second one and they want to combine it together. So they bundled it.
so I like repaid $70 for that, but it was worth it. All right,
I was just about to ask.
I love Super Mario Galaxy.
All right, Josh, what's a couple video games, 1 or 2 that you constantly go back to and you have a ton of time in?
Well, okay, so the one I think I have the most time in, at risk of being scrutinized like George was in the last video, but I did play Halo 5's multiplayer
Crucify
a
him.
lot. I'm talking
Multiplayer.
like
He didn't say anything about the
thousands.
campaign.
I think I played the campaign. I was like,
Crucify him.
whatever, but I did do a lot of the multiplayer. Me and a few friends played that one for like probably 1,000 hours almost. But otherwise, like, yeah, I'd go back and play the Halo campaigns. Some of the old Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare 2, like from 2009, was it that year?
Yeah.
And most recently, I'm going to hop on Battlefield 6 some more, which I don't know if you guys saw the message that I sent out to you guys, but I wanted to give a shout out to, was it Game Rant?
Who gave you
Rant?
settings for the game?
Yeah, that put out some settings for PC. Like, that was crazy, the difference that it made when I applied
Wait,
those.
Send those over to me.
I sent
haven't-
them in the Discord.
Oh, they're in the okay.
Talking about
I haven't looked at
Battlefield
that.
6, let's take a step back to Jacob. He spent $70 to get Mario Galaxy again when he could have bought Battlefield
Oh
6.
yeah, he said
I
I'm
don't
broke.
got no money.
I'm broke.
I don't got no money.
Yeah, hey, that's
No.
a good call out right there. Throw him under that
He
bus.
bought Mario Galaxy again, but he didn't buy Battlefield 6.
Bam! I just saw that bus ram right over Jacob.
But have you ever played Mario Super Mario Galaxy?
It's a good game, but
Like 10 out of 10, way better
not
than Battlefield
$70.
6.
Well, he
10
got
years
both-
later.
No, yeah, I got
You got
both
both
games though.
games.
I got 2 games in one.
That's great. You know how much they probably cost back when they originally came out?
They're like
$20.
$60.
They're probably like
It's
40.
Nintendo games, all right.
Well, if you're talking like the amount of hours you get out of it, you're maybe not getting the best value compared to just buying
Honestly,
Battlefield.
I did have this talk about George. I did have this talk. The main reason I've kind of held off on Battlefield 6 is I don't see myself playing it as religious as Josh is. I think I'd play it for a month and then probably never touch it again. I think that would have been my problem. That's kind of why I've been holding off. I'll probably get it when it goes on sale.
Well, you're
It's just,
probably never going to touch Mario Galaxy ever again.
yeah, but it's single
You're gonna
player.
beat it
I
and be
beat it.
done.
I did a lot of stars. I beat it. I got a full experience out of it. To me, that's done.
Was it worth $70?
I beat the first game. I
he
beat the
paused
first
there
game.
for a
I
second.
beat the first
He
game.
paused.
So far, it's worth the $35 I paid. I gotta go play the second one to determine if it's worth the full $70.
So before we get to probably one of the guys that has the most time in games,
That
Specific-
he can keep track of. That's the
Yeah,
thing,
that
is that
keeps
he's
track of,
always
yeah.
played on PC,
So-
so he has all that. Like, I can go back and look at my Xbox, and it'd be difficult to find all the time I played, but
so before we get to him,
Tim,
because we'll save him last. So for me, Halo, the Halo games, I always love
it's
going
almost
back
like
to
you
them.
can't tell, but we're all Halo fanboys over
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's just
I'm the biggest Halo fanboy over here.
you know what, George, you just quit trying to make up for that last. Yeah, Halo and back when I would really play heavy on the multiplayer side, the Call of Duties were I would have 10 or 15 days in those games, no problem. But life changes, Call of Duty got worse, and so now it's like 0 days. But those were like Modern Warfare 2, I think I had 15 to 20 days in that one. I think World at War, I was 12 days. And so I had a lot of time in Call of Duty for many years, but then Halo also had a lot of time in, pretty close. So, but all right. Now, the one that I'm really curious about, Isaac.
The reason why I had to walk off camera right now is because my phone is quarantined at the end of the room away from the sound equipment. It's like a portable EMP.
You have to explain why we have it banished.
So we know whenever the phone's nearby because we'll start getting this like beeping, ringing, like static sound. And we're like, where's that coming from? It's my phone. My phone, if it's anywhere near here, even whenever it was in this corner of the room, it would cause electrical sound because
I'm actually surprised he hasn't shot it because it's not doing what it's programmed to do. It's
Now,
messing things up.
Tell people what phone you have so they can all bully
What's
you.
the exact
I'll
make
go
and
grab it.
model?
Hold on.
We're at the get Isaac. So viewers, for any of our listeners here, you have to go check us out on YouTube because we did start going to video now. So you can check
Wave
us on
at the
YouTube so
camera.
you can see us.
Hi.
For our video, watchers, we're available on Spotify and Apple Music, so you can
If
take
you
us
don't
anywhere.
have time to
you don't have
watch us,
time, you can listen to us in the car.
All right, so
But
here's
Make
the
sure your
big
kids are in the
reveal.
car.
here's the big reveal.
The big reveal. Woo! Look
Like-
how small that thing is.
that's what she said.
bring it by the sound equipment so you can hear the noise.
Let's give them a little taste
give
of
them
the
a
audio.
taste. So make
I don't
sure
know.
to-
We might edit out.
Let's see. Well, if I do, I'll try whenever I do the noise reduction in this. I'll try to like not do it on here.
Oh,
Oh,
There it goes.
yeah, it was buzzing. Yeah.
yeah.
That is Isaac's phone.
It's his phone. About ready to fry our
I-
equipment.
He-
So I'm gonna put it
had-
back.
He had a Samsung S23 Ultra.
And he
He
switched it out
sold
for that.
it for that thing. Now I get his reasoning, but at the same time, I don't. I could never. I can never. Okay, but we can get back. Isaac's coming back.
So Isaac, as you get back, what are your games?
So, out of the 80 games that I've accumulated in my Steam catalog since 2011, because I got Steam to play Skyrim, 15 are over 100 hours. At the very, very top, because back whenever I was in high school, I played the heck out of Warframe whenever it was still like in its early beta stages. I loved the concept. It was just, space ninjas and shooting and sword slashing and parkour. It was just like the action was really fun. But then they kind of ruined it for me because they bloated it with a lot of extra content that I didn't care about. Like once they started flying in space and then adding the open world areas, I'm just like, this is not what I signed up for really. So I dropped off and I left off around 828 hours in that one.
Wow.
My next highest is Binding of Isaac because I love roguelikes, and that's probably one of the best roguelikes out there, and that's at like 650 hours.
He liked it because his name's in there.
Yeah,
And I left off with 10 achievements left, and somehow my save file got missing or lost with a recent update, and now I have to start over if I want to get those achievements, so I'm not doing that again.
OCD will kick in. He's like, I gotta have it.
And then more roguelikes. Risk of Rain 2 is over 500 hours. Valheim, I mentioned, I just broke 600 hours. What else do I got there? The original Black Ops, just for the zombies. I played the heck out of Black Ops 1 zombies and Black Ops 3 zombies. Those are over 100 and over 200 each, I think.
Just in zombies?
Just in zombies. I was a zombies fan. I would consider the zombies game mode to be a roguelike, and that fits my playstyle. The original Skyrim, the reason why I got Steam, I modded it and then replay it and mod it again and replay it and mod it again and replay it. So got stuck in that cycle that accumulated like 500 plus hours. PUBG, whenever I was on Windows still, PUBG, I was a big fan of that specific take on the Battle Royale genre whenever it was kicking off. I liked how tactical it was. And then I dropped off whenever they started getting very like microtransaction-y, just loot boxy.
When they sold it off.
Yeah, whenever Tencent got it, I hated it after that point.
Isaac was crazy playing PUBG because I remember he had, what was the screen that you were playing on? And it was like 720 or was it lower
so
than that?
I was playing on the GPD WinMax, WinMax 1, the one that had the Ryzen 7 what was it? There was a 4000 series chip, and it had like a little 8-inch screen. And I was playing on that, like on its keyboard and its mouse, and just like staring at the little pixels on low settings. And then I was playing with these guys. We were on which map was it? Was it the
Dog, I don't know what any other maps were called. I played like
I think
20
it
hours
was.
worth.
I don't remember if it was one of like the like Mexican style maps or if
it was hills, and then there was buildings like on top of that.
Yeah.
And
So I
Just
was
described every PUBG
no,
map.
like
There's
well,
hills and
the
some
main one was
buildings.
flat, like the
Some
original
buildings
one
on
was
top.
like, it was like mountainous. It was like a smaller
was it,
map.
Was it green?
No, it was like
like
round
round.
almost.
There was like landmass.
It kind of looked like that map right behind there. Hills with buildings on them.
Honestly, I can't remember. If I saw it, I would be like, "Yeah, that was the map." but
Imagine
I
playing
can't.
GeoGuessr with this guy.
Man, you've got to be careful around this
So-
crowd. What you say?
So these guys were on their PCs, just maxed out settings,
Yeah,
big
full
screens.
Fortune
And then here I
40.
am with my little 8-inch screen. And then so I see that there's something moving on the hill line, just on the horizon. So I'm with my DP machine gun and I'm prone, kind of zoomed in a little bit. I see that they're people. So I'm like, oh, guys, I'm going to start shooting at these guys on the hill line. And they're like, what guys? And then I start shooting. He's knocked, shooting again. Oh, he's knocked. There's like one more of them, shooting. Okay, they're wiped. And then they still don't see who I'm shooting at.
I never saw them. we got to where they were, and they're like little tiny pixels by the time we could see them. It was crazy.
So there you have it. Isaac has a lot of time in games.
Isaac's one of those. He does not buy a game unless he
He
thinks
gets
he
his
can get-
money's worth.
Oh,
Yep.
he does.
Yeah,
For
if
sure.
I don't
mean,
think
he's in pennies on on the hour, not dollar an hour.
If it doesn't look like it's something that has a lot of replay value, I more than likely won't get it, or it'll take me a lot of convincing to get it. So yeah,
Yeah, when are we ever going to do our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, Isaac?
I don't like the game. It's a good game. There's a lot of love put into it. It's well made.
Maybe because you played it wrong.
I don't like to micromanage parties. I don't like dialogue. I don't like story. That's all the game
But
is, and it does it good. It's not my type of game.
It's her name Ironheart, right?
He's gonna go around,
Shadowheart.
Talk to
Ironheart's
no
the
one.
Marvel hero.
beat the game somehow.
Shadowheart is waifu.
Okay.
George
gonna
is
wrap
in love
this
with
one up.
Shadowheart.
It's gonna get weird really quick. Hurry up, Tim.
All right, well, thank you guys. We appreciate you all watching, listening. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and also on YouTube with video as well. So thank you all for joining us on this session of the Brick Bios podcast. We'll see you guys later.
See ya. Bye.